Hello, welcome to Benevolent Plum Tarot. My name is Jess. I am reaching out to you today with a pick a card tarot reading. This reading is going to be for the month of September 2020. I will list all the cards I use in the description below, along with the timestamps for the 3 groups to choose from in the description below. Before we get started, please remember to like the video if you enjoy it, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I would love it if you would. Okay, so let's get started. So we have group 1 with the green zebra, group 2 with the red hippo, and group 3 with the yellow elephant. Check in check in with your intuition before you pick your group, and I will see you at your chosen reading. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. So before we start pulling cards, I would just like to have you put an intention into this bay leaf with me. So just take a couple deep breaths and an intention for something you'd like to manifest in September 2020, something you'd like to come in for you. So I'm actually going to draw the sun, but you can picture any symbol that you would like, but I like the sun because I feel like it's pretty universal. It is the energy of action, of warmth, of positivity, and I think that would be helpful in bringing our manifestations into fruition. So while I draw the sun, just go ahead and think about the intentions you'd like to put into this bay leaf with me. All right. Intentions for September for group 1. Okay. All right. And as I burn this bay leaf, we'll watch our wishes, our manifestation wishes go up to the universe. Perfect. All right, so let's get started. Actually, let me do a little more. These ones aren't taking quite well. Beautiful. So mote it be. All right. So let's get started. So we're going to look at what is coming in for you, group 1, what is changing, and then advice, inspiration from the universe. All right. So starting with what is coming in for group 1. Month of September, please. All right. Okay, we have the High Priestess, the Star, 2 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. So completion. This one says completion. So we'll kind of see how that fits in. Right away here with this High Priestess, I feel kind of like, now the High Priestess isn't always manifestation, right? Like the Magician, but that's kind of what I'm feeling right now, especially after burning that bay leaf with you, because then it's followed with this by the Star, which is wish fulfillment type energy. So yeah, I feel like really just being in touch, in tune with the divine right now with this High Priestess, in touch with your intuition this month, and really starting to get a sense of what you would like for you, what you would like to bring in for you, what path you are on, getting that sense, getting really comfortable with feeling where you're at and where you're going. Now, with this 2 of Swords, though, I feel like there is going to be just a call to get very clear, which is what we see happening, and choosing a direction. You may be choosing between 2 things as well, between people, between situations, between work, or something of that matter. It's going to be different for everybody. But I feel like in September, this decision is going to not easily chosen per se, but I feel like once you choose it, you'll see that you've made the right choice. And also, I'd like to point out that either direction you go, there's lessons to be learned. There's experiences to be had. So try not to stress too much about any decisions that you have in September. Just choose your direction and know that you've made the right choice here with the star. This is wish fulfillment energy. It's beautiful. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is that action and moving forward with whatever decision that you have coming in. Now with this Four of Wands, this says completion, but I usually feel like this is stability. This is feeling very, very stable, very secure in whatever decisions that you have made and whatever you have been building for yourself. So I feel like there's security coming in, stability coming in, and with the completion as well, I feel like something coming to fruition for you, something coming to completion that you've been wanting in September. So let's pull some more cards and let's see what's changing for group one. Oh, I should also say we have Pisces here, we have Aquarius here, and we have fire here. And we also have air as well. So with the fire, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With the air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, the star again. Beautiful. So what is changing? So we have this star again. So something that you have not had come to fruition yet is coming in September. And we have this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like again with this security, this feeling like all is well, feeling just secure where you're at. Things aren't going to be perfect, right? But you're going to be feeling comfortable, secure, taken care of, and independent as well. So even I'm hearing freedom a little bit. So even having a feeling of freedom. I feel like many of us have felt quite confined this year in our circumstances. But I feel like in September, you're going to be feeling a little bit more expansion in your life, feeling just a little bit more freedom. That doesn't mean you're, off going crazy or doing anything crazy. It's really coming from within, but also that financial stability as well there for you. Now with this Five of Cups, this is what's changing. So I feel like there may have been some losses that you may have had in recent past or in this year. And I feel like you're going to be leaving some of this loss behind. Now she's turned away here in this card. She's facing the cups that have spilled. But with this star, with this Nine of Pentacles, this stability, this freedom, this abundance, you're going to be forgetting about what has been lost and starting to focus with gratitude on the things that you have and what's coming in for you. These two full cups that are still standing. All right, let's get a couple more cards for what's changing. All right, let's see. The King of Pentacles, more pentacle energy. So that's earth energy. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And what I have here is just more of this, I feel like you are, again, feeling very secure in September. So maybe you had some financial losses, but we also have Two of Cups here, so you may have had some romantic losses or emotional losses as well. But with that Two of Cups, it looks like there's some emotional fulfillment coming in. We have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands again. So action. Taking action towards something. There may be some communication that you need to have with somebody. I don't really feel like this is a lot of past energy, but it could be somebody may be reaching out to you in September, but I'm feeling more connecting with others in a new way. So, this could be new love, this could be new friendships. For some, this could be a reconnect with family that maybe you've had a falling out with, but I'm feeling like this is a love energy, a romantic energy. That's what I'm getting mostly. And with this Knight of Wands, some of you may have been hoping for some love to come in. Or it could be, in your current partnership as well. Things could have been a little bit tough for you guys in recent past if you are connected with somebody. And I feel like there's going to be some communication, some talking it out. And you will be coming back into alignment or feeling very secure in this connection. Let's see what this is. And the world. Some of you may be doing some traveling, or maybe just, some of you may be doing some traveling in September, and others just, again, feeling at home, feeling secure, feeling that your needs are met. And we have both emotional and physical needs right here on the board. So that is beautiful. Let's look at some guidance from the universe. This is advice, inspiration. I want to use this deck. Advice, inspiration, and I'm going to get some oracle cards as well. Advice, inspiration, motivation from the universe for group 1, please. Oof. Okay. Ooh, the 10 of Cups. And look, the 9 of Pentacles right beneath the 9 of Pentacles. So you are really going to be standing in your power this month. I feel like you're going to be feeling, again, that I keep hearing like freedom. I feel like, again, there's been maybe some confinement feelings, or just feeling like you haven't been able to make a move. And it may be as well that with this decision that some people may be making, once you make it, it's going to be like a weight off your shoulders. You may not know what this decision is yet, or some of you may know, it may be something that's kind of been weighing on you. It may be, just deciding a path to go on. Things have been up in the air for many people. It may be just feeling very secure and solid on a chosen path. And that can be a very comforting and freeing energy right there. 9 of Pentacles, beautiful to see. And along with that 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment with that 10 of Cups. So I feel like with this message, because this is advice or inspiration, this is saying that once you put yourself into this position of feeling whole and secure, and feeling like your needs are met, this 10 of Cups energy is going to find its way in a lot more easily. We do have love coming in, however that resonates for you. And this 10 of Cups is just fulfillment there. And the Ace of Cups, so for many of you, this is new love. This is new love for so many. We have this beautiful Ace of Cups here. And then again, we have this kind of weighing up options. So, I feel like there's many of you that may need to make a decision in love. And you're going to be able to do that and have peace with that decision and know that you made the right decision. Again, we have the Star twice. We have the 9 of Pentacles twice, the 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Beautiful energy. So if you've been having a hard time trying to make a decision, I say just take action and go with it. We have the Knight of Wands twice. That's really just saying, okay, I'm doing this. I'm going to decide. I'm going to go for it. It may even be for some of you talking to somebody that, you haven't been sure if you should or shouldn't, reaching out. So I think taking action here is really going to help bring in some of this love, emotional fulfillment, and this abundance, and feeling like you're standing in your power. Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Beautiful. So some of you may have had some hardships. Again, we had this 5 of Cups. That is feeling a loss. But this is past energy. So I just want to make it clear that this is an energy that's coming in, this feeling a loss. This is something that's already happened. This is something that's changing. So you're going to be moving from feeling some losses into having more fulfillment and feeling like your cups are filled with love, with love and gratitude. And so this evolution card is moving from that space of loss into a space of love. Action. Absolutely. Taking that action, that Knight of Wands. So I really feel like you push to make some moves this month. Again, if you're having decisions to make, if you just, for some of you, you may feel like you're not sure what path you're on. But even if you're not sure, just moving forward towards something is going to lead you to this wish fulfillment energy. Just taking steps towards something, you can always change your mind later. So just be sure you're not sitting in a space of indecision, because you really are called to take some action this month. All right, what else for group 1? Healing and manifestation. Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, so I'm feeling heart healing. I'm feeling heart healing for this month with this loss that may have been had in the past. Especially this year. It's been tough. It has been tough, but a lot of healing coming in for you, group 1, and then such a beautiful card to see, this manifestation card. And we did some intention into our bay leaf. So I expect that there's going to be things coming in for you. Well, I know there is. Look at this. 9 of Pentacles, all these cups. Let's see. I want to get an animal card for you. All right, for group 1, and I like reading out of the book for these. For group 1, month of September. All right. Dragonfly. All right. Such a beautiful card. I love that. All right, Dragonfly, where are you? Nope. We'll find it. There it is. Okay. Dragonfly, master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind. It is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. Very much this high priestess energy. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, and magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate in a busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. Yep. Just like this beautiful high priestess energy, getting into a receptive space. It's going to help you to get clear about what it is you want to manifest this month, and also any decisions that you may need to make this month. And it's just going to bring you peace of mind as well, just to calm the mind and see what insights you might get. All right. Art of Manifestation card for group 1, please. Two. All right. Nope, that wasn't a good cut. Walk your talk. Become what you believe. Are your thoughts, words, and actions in alignment with your core values? This card asks you to walk your talk, become your own personal hero or heroine, and step into the very best version of yourself, radiating authenticity into the world. Beautiful. And that is this 9 of Pentacles here. Energy, along with the King of Pentacles. I mean, it really is just somebody, finding alignment with their own integrity, their values, and their own personal power. So beautiful. Walk your talk. And I also would like to say that this is almost like, to me, taking action on those ideas or dreams that you've been talking about. You may have been talking about all these things that you want to do, what you want to create, what you think you should do next. But that manifestation isn't going to come in if you don't take a few steps forward. So what was that I had heard before? You take one step towards the divine, and the divine takes 10 steps towards you. And what that means is if you take some action, the universe is going to start aligning to meet with you. You know, as soon as you start moving, the universe moves for you. So yeah, beautiful energy there. So that's what I have for you, group one. Love coming in for you, emotional fulfillment, abundance. So I'm happy to see it in September. Just make sure, you know, any decisions that you have, just make the decision. Don't sit on it too long, because you are asked to take action this month. All right, so much love to you. Hello, group two. Welcome to your reading. So before we start pulling the cards, I would just like to invite you to put an intention into this bay leaf with me, and we will burn it and set our manifestation wish into action. So take a couple deep breaths. Think of an intention, something you'd like to come in for you for September. All right, and I'm going to draw the sun on this bay leaf for my symbol, because the sun represents action, warmth, positivity. So hopefully the sun will bring in some nice manifestation, action energy for us for group two. All right. Do you have your wish? For our leaf? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and burn it. And let the smoke go up into the universe for us with our wishes and manifestation intentions. All right. Let's get the whole thing there. All right, so mote it be. All right, group two, let's see what's coming in for you for September. So we're going to look at what energy is coming in, what's changing, and advice, inspiration from the universe. All right, so what's coming in for group two for the month of September? Oops. Okay. Okay, we have the Hierophant. You could be a Taurus or dealing with a Taurus. The Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Star. All right. So let's see. So similar to group one, they also had like some sort of a decision energy, and I see the same for you with this Two of Wands. There may be some decisions that you need to make in which direction you'd like to go, and you may be a little conflicted about it with this Five of Swords. This is a little bit in the head, kind of worrying about which way to go, what to choose, be it a situation, a person, a job, a path. It's going to be different for everybody. But yeah, I feel a little bit of conflict, and I also have you here being, I feel like you've been patient here, but I feel like now that something is going to be coming in for you. But I feel like you need to make this decision, whatever it is. You may already know what it is that you have been sitting on the fence about or have been unsure about, or it may be coming in still, and you will be faced with a decision this month. Either way, we do have the Star here, which is a wish fulfillment type energy, very positive, warm energy here after this conflict. So I do feel like something's coming in, some ships are coming in for you. You may need to be a little bit more patient or patient with yourself here. With the Hierophant, some of you may be deciding whether or not to go to school, if you want to go, further your education, or you feel like maybe you'd like to do something different than you have been doing with your life. And I feel like with this star here, that would be a cool decision. If it's something you're thinking about already, absolutely. I feel like you have the go ahead. Do it. Do it. You could, if you're not comfortable going to actual physical classes, online classes have been really great nowadays. So something to consider. All right, let's see what's changing. Okay, we have the Devil. Whoops, the Ten of Cups slid right in there, so we'll let that go there. Interesting. What's changing here? We have the Five of Swords again, and the Three of Wands. Great. Perfect. So I'm going to actually switch places because Five of Swords, Three of Wands, Three of Wands. Great. So what this is telling me, what is changing, I feel like this conflict is short-lived. I feel like this conflict is not going to be hanging around for long. In fact, I almost feel like it really is just the confidence to choose a path for many of you. That's what I'm feeling. Again, it could be between people. It could be anything. But I really feel like this is really choosing that path. And for many, again, like going to school or furthering your knowledge on something, choosing to invest some time on furthering your knowledge, furthering your education on something. It doesn't have to be traditional, but with this card, I feel like for many it is actual like traditional school. If you have been feeling like you've been in a space of waiting, what's changing here is the Three of Wands. Underneath this Three of Wands, I feel like you're not going to be waiting much longer. And in fact, I really feel like as soon as you actually just make this decision or choose a path, then the waiting is no longer. I feel like you have this emotional fulfillment coming in. The Chariot is this confidence, this moving forward with confidence. And often the Chariot is a decision. It is kind of having two directions to go, but it's having confidence in choosing which way to go. It's moving forward. Now we do have the Devil here. Can I get some clarification on the Devil? So I feel like some may be choosing to let go of a toxic situation. Something that may not be good for you. Could be anything. Could be a person. Could be a living situation for some. I'm getting. Could be you are deciding to let go of some habit that isn't serving you, or attachment. Okay, I got two cards here. Yeah. Okay. So for what I'm getting here, some of you are going to let go of that fear and hesitation. This is what I'm seeing with this Devil. There is an attachment here to fear of moving forward or choosing this path. I feel like you've been hesitating. I feel like some of you may have been feeling very stuck in your situation, be it your job, be it your home, be it, where you've, who you've been spending your time with, whatever it is. I feel like some of you have had this conflict. You've been waiting for something to change, but you haven't been able to take the action because you've had attachment to some fear of movement. So I feel like some of you really feel stuck. But what I am sensing here, especially with the Ten of Cups and the Star, is once you just decide to put a few steps forward, it's going to get easier. It's going to be like, oh, what was I waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Like the conflict around moving forward here is like you're stuck because you feel stuck because you feel stuck. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like the anxiety builds up because you have anxiety. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like it's really not based in reality. You're not actually stuck. Take two steps forward and watch the universe come to meet you where you are. Watch the path clear for you is what I'm getting. I want this to turn around. Ace of Wands upright. Seven of Wands upright. Taking that action towards what you want. Taking that action, choosing a path, choosing a way forward, and having this confidence to move forward. All right. Yes, beautiful. I want to turn this upright and just let that energy reach you right now. You can do whatever you want to do. You know, sometimes you have a little anxiety about something and you get anxious because you're feeling anxious. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It's like sometimes we make mountains out of molehills, right? I'm really feeling like the moment you decide to step forward, it's just like it becomes easy for you. Especially with this Ten of Cups, it's emotional fulfillment as well. Okay, this is advice, inspiration from the universe here. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Wands upright. Yes. And the Chariot again. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. All right. So for some, with this Ace of Cups here, this may be taking a step towards a connection, wanting to reach out to somebody, probably romantically. It could be any type of emotional connection. It could be reaching out to a parent that you haven't spoken to in many years, or a friend that you haven't spoken to. You know, it could be anything like that, but I really feel like there's some fear around not, you know, some anxiety around wanting to reach out and just not doing it. But the universe is saying, do it. Reach out. Have that confidence. And we also have this Nine of Pentacles, standing in your power, feeling stable, feeling like your needs are met, feeling like you are enough and you have enough. Being in a place of gratitude. Now, if you can find some gratitude for where you are and what you have right now, that's going to help bring in some of that confidence and, you know, help to push you forward towards whatever your goals are. They're going to be different for everybody. For some, again, I see that it is like reaching out to a person. I feel like a particular person for many. For others, it could just be reaching out to anyone. For some, you may have been feeling very stuck in a place of social anxiety, and the longer you kind of sit in that space, it's like the worse it can get. So you're really being asked to take action here with this Ace of Wands. 2 times the Ace of Wands. I mean, we turned that one around, and then the universe turned this one for us, right? So beautiful energy. The Chariot twice. That is like, go for it. Whatever it is, go for it. A little tiny bit of courage, and then the universe has your back for the rest. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some oracle cards here for you, group 2. All right, that one wants to come out. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love brings calmness to your soul. Yes. And that's so true, because I'm feeling anxiety for some of you. You know, like I'm getting anxiety coming through, especially with this Five of Swords. The Five of Swords isn't always anxiety, but I feel in this reading it really is. It's overthinking in the mental space here. It's overthinking your next steps, when really it's kind of like, just take some steps and see what happens. Action, exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Bless. We have action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. Group 2. Take that action. You know, any direction. It's like, I'm feeling like any direction is going to open the path to wherever you need to go. It's like just any direction. Just choose to take some steps forward in any way. You can always change your mind. But what I feel is that the path, once you start taking steps, the path is just going to open for you. Healer and purification. So with that purification card, I feel with because the devil is here, for some of you, you may have been messing around too much with some substance. You know, it could be as benign as weed, and in which case it may just be like you've been hitting it too hard, you know. And maybe that's kind of holding you back, slowing you down, you know, giving you a little lack of clarity. So it may just be that you need to cut back on that. It could be just drinking too much. It could be, for some, even eating like food that's not healthy for you. which is, some unhealthy food is fun and it's fine, but doing that too much is not good for your mental space. It's not good for your emotional space. So you want to be able to have those unhealthy foods in moderation and really try to eat healthier foods because it's good for you on so many levels, not just the physical, if that makes sense. We have healer. Many of you could be empaths, and this purification card is just saying to kind of clear your space, clear your energy, try to get some clarity, like take some time to get in a receptive space and kind of just cut off energy that's not serving you. You could look up meditations for cutting away energy that doesn't serve you. I would really recommend that with this healer and purification, because especially if you're like empathic, you can get other energy that just doesn't belong to you, and that would add to some of this anxiety, and it's not even yours, if that makes sense, right? So, really kind of clearing your energy a little bit, and that's going to help you get some clarity in deciding which path or which way you want to move forward and taking this action. And for some of you, it's taking action towards love, which is so beautiful. All right, I'm going to get an animal card for you, group 2. Oof. Okay. Deer. All right. I like reading out of the book for these. Let's see. If I can find it. There it is. Okay. Deer energy. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. Very much in tune with this healer energy. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, over-concerned and overprotective. To bring into balance nature and children. Yes. And with that compassion that this deer energy is bringing, this grace and compassion, I actually feel very strongly that you are to apply that energy or give this energy to yourself. I feel like you've been a little stressed. I feel a lot of anxiety for many of you, and even just the idea of not knowing which direction you're taking or just not being sure of it. I feel some of you are kind of like ashamed of being anxious about it for some, or like I said before, being anxious for being anxious. So what I'm feeling is give yourself a little tenderness, a little bit of room to sit back and, take some deep breaths or whatever it is you need. Get out in nature and just show yourself some love and compassion. That's kind of what I'm actually getting with that. All right. Little self-nurturing and self-care. However that resonates with you. I always like to say something that brings you calm and joy, right? Let's see. Let's get one of these for group 2. New love. Oh, we saw that in the cards with this Ace of Cups. The energy of new love is around you. Sometimes if we have been hurt within relationship, we retreat, afraid of being hurt again. Oh, that could be some of this indecision and anxiety. This card brings a clear message and is an indication of your readiness to embrace love and begin a new relationship. It is safe to reach out. It's safe to reach out, group 2. So for those of you who have been thinking of reaching out and just been sitting on the fence about it, sitting in some anxiety, social anxiety, we have so much energy here of taking action, moving forward, having that confidence. We have the Chariot twice. That really, to me, is that confident energy. It's like, give yourself a little boost, give yourself some positive affirmations because you are lovable, and, take a risk. Reach out to this person because I see new love coming in for you, for many. So, yeah, that's what I am seeing. Let me get one more manifestation card for those of you who aren't in the new love headspace, because some of you might not be. Because this action is for many things, for many people. All right, take your time. All right, so I feel like this is going to go with this deer energy, giving yourself a little space, a little receptive space, a little calming space before you take action. But in September, I still feel like take your time, but then make moves. Okay, slow down. If you are feeling under pressure, whether in response to a situation or the demands of another person, or from pressure that you are placing on yourself, yes, that compassion for yourself, this card asks you to slow down and take time to evaluate before reaching a conclusion, making a decision, or committing yourself. All right, so message for some of you on this decision. It could just be that there is too much pressure, and that's what's keeping people on the fence or kind of feeling like they can't make a move or decide. Just take the pressure off a little bit. It's okay to, give yourself some patience. I'm putting too much pressure on you maybe. I'm like, make that decision. No, give yourself a little space and, again, some self-compassion, some self-care before you make that decision. I feel like the pressure is causing more anxiety than the decision itself for whoever that's resonating with. But yeah, so that is what I'm getting for you, group 2. New love coming in, cutting out maybe some toxic behaviors or substances for some of you, going back to school for some of you, and just choosing your path forward for many. And that is what I am seeing. So much love to you. Good luck, group 2. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. So before we get started, I thought we would put an intention into a bay leaf together, and then I'm going to burn it and let the smoke take our wishes and our manifestations up to the universe. So I'm going to draw a symbol on it, and I'm actually going to draw the sun, and because that's a symbol of action, warmth, and positivity. So while I do that, you think of your intention, and then we'll take a deep breath together. All right. For group 3. All right. Okay, so let's put our intentions into this bay leaf for September 2020. Okay. So I'm going to burn this. Oops. All right, so mote it be. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to look at what energy is coming in for you, what is changing, and then some advice and inspiration from the universe. All right, for group 3, please. What is coming in? What energies are coming in for group 3? Oof. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, or you are an earth sign. That would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the 6 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, and the Five of Swords here. All right. Could be a Pisces or dealing with a Pisces. We also have the air signs here, so that would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, so let's see. With this Wheel of Fortune, things are definitely turning, and I feel like they're turning in your favor. There is, though, an element here of getting in touch with your intuition this month, being a little bit in a receptive space. But I see here, like, you're going to be feeling... So with this Wheel of Fortune and this Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel like maybe you haven't felt necessarily secure, or there may have been some anxieties around like finances, or you having your physical needs met, things like that. And I feel like that's going to be a lot more peaceful in September with this Six of Swords. That tends to be, moving into more peaceful grounds, more peaceful environment, even guided into a more peaceful environment. So with this High Priestess energy, it's kind of like being in touch with your intuition is going to help you to kind of, make your way as the path unfolds for you to finding some peace and security this month, feeling like your needs are met, even feeling in a space of abundance. This Five of Swords here, to me, that's a little bit of anxieties, a little bit of conflicts there. So hopefully we're saying goodbye to that this month. This is energies coming in. So I do feel like if you have anxiety this month, something to work on as far as putting yourself in a place of gratitude rather than any fear-based thinking. Will be helpful, especially to bring in this abundance and this financial security. All right, so this is what's changing. Seven of Wands. Let me move this over here. Okay. Three of Swords. The Emperor. Three of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. All right. So this Three of Swords energy, it's what's changing. So this is not what's coming in. This is what's being healed, right? We have this right beneath this Six of Swords. So if you've been feeling in a space where your heart has been hurt, or feeling like you're carrying around, I'm hearing like doom and gloom. So some of you may be feeling like you're just carrying around a heavy weight in your heart, like your heart is heavy. I feel for many of you, it's not even necessarily that something has happened. I feel like this has crept in. And this year has been a hard year in a lot of ways. There's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of transformations. So there may be that you're carrying like the weight of the world in your heart right now for many of you. Some of you may be empaths. With this Seven of Wands as well, it's kind of like fighting for, I feel like maybe even being a little bit cynical, and I don't really like to say that, but there may be an element of that, especially with the Emperor here. Well, I feel like you're really going to be moving past that energy in September because of this receptive space as well. And just this Six of Swords, to me, is really calling out to me. It really is moving into more peace, moving into feeling that everything is okay. So that is beautiful to see, considering we have this Three of Swords here and we have the Three of Cups. You may have been feeling a little isolated as well, feeling like people aren't understanding you or where you're coming from. I'm kind of feeling like that with this defensive energy, that you're just being misunderstood from time to time. Maybe you've just been a little bit more quiet. Maybe you've just been like not as social or feeling a little bit isolated. And some people may have misunderstood that and felt like you were just being cold, but or maybe you have been a little bit cold as well. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you've just been feeling like you're not in alignment with some of your friends, or your and socially, like people that you normally talk to, could be like online as well, but just feeling like people aren't in the same vibe as you, and so that kind of makes you feel more isolated, makes you feel like you do want to be a little bit cold and shut off. But what I'm feeling is that you're going to start reaching out and allowing yourself to communicate. If you aren't feeling the vibe, like if you weren't feeling like you're in alignment with people around you, I mean, it may be a good idea to just shift what the topics are, shift the environment a little bit. Let's not talk about politics or whatever, for instance, you know, this or that, and maybe find things that you are in alignment with, because you need to have some social interaction. I mean, it's important. And with so many pressures going on this year, I feel like, having some more lighthearted conversations would be so healing for you. And I see that coming in because I do see you reaching out, or people reaching out to you, wanting to communicate. So I feel like it's important that you open yourself up and do communicate. But, more lighthearted, have a little bit more fun, talk about things that are pleasant and brings you joy, even sparks passion. Tell some, bad jokes, tell some dad jokes, tell some naughty jokes, things like that. I feel like is really going to be healing for you. It's just going to raise your vibration. It's going to put you in an element of where these tides can turn and more abundance can come in. It's going to put you in a feeling of being more grateful for the people that you know, rather than feeling like you're isolated and no one understands you, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. For some it does. All right, let's get some cards from the universe here, some advice or inspiration. Oops. All right, for group 3. All right, 5 of Cups, the Chariot, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and then the Queen of Wands. So could be dealing with fire sign. Also could be dealing with Aries here. Let's see. I think we have everybody on the board. Yep. So we have Pisces. Yeah, we have the Pisces. Where is that? Yeah. We have Pisces, and then we have the other water signs as well. Cancer, Scorpio. Heavy Cancer here with the Chariot. And then again, heavy fire here with this Queen of Wands. So Leo. Boy, I can't think for a second. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And of course the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. It doesn't matter. That may be validation for some of you. I'm just calling out what I see. It does not have to be any particular sign to resonate, okay? So with the universe here, what is the advice? So I do see this 5 of Cups. Important to not focus on so much the losses. I feel like you may have had losses this year. Of course we have this 3 of Swords. So I do feel like you are being asked to not put so much focus on what you have lost. Of course, it's important to grieve the losses that you've had this year. It's important to acknowledge them, but don't hang around in that energy for too long, because it's just not good for you. And I feel like with this 5 of Swords, yeah, there's been some anxiety, hanging on you. And I feel like some of you have been feeling really isolated, even if there's people around you. Just the sense that you're not in alignment with those around you. And I feel like you're really going to be coming back into alignment with your loved ones, or with, friends, family, even lovers. And we do have some energy here of the past. Maybe there's been some fallouts, and the universe is saying, like, if they were toxic, don't necessarily reach out. But what I'm getting is it might be okay to reach out and just kind of patch things up with some people if it's hanging on your heart, or, if that energy is hanging on you. If you haven't had closure, it might be good to get closure with some people. I have some past people energy coming up here. So, some closure might be very healing for you. If it's not possible to talk to some people from the past, or if it isn't plausible, if it wouldn't be, healthy, and I leave that discernment to you, then you could still give yourself that closure by writing a letter to them that may never reach them. But it's getting out those words, or, those final thoughts that you never got to say, and putting them down. And you could even take that piece of paper you wrote out and burn it, and just give yourself that closure if you can't reach out. I also have here from the universe putting some work into something, and I feel like that's kind of like taking steps towards your own goals, kind of putting work into something that's going to bring you joy and passion, whether that be career type stuff or, more stuff just for you. I'm hearing skateboarding for some reason, like getting better at something that you love just by putting the time in, and it's going to bring some peace and peace of mind to you after having some of this hard energy. Yeah, because some of you have some really hard energy. Like, I'm feeling a really heavy heart, and that really needs to get a little healing. With this Chariot here as well, I do feel like you're going to be kind of revived and having some more confidence moving forward in September. And then with this Queen, it's like finally feeling like you are in alignment with your own self. I feel like some people have been feeling really kind of lost. Just feeling like you don't know what to do next or what you're doing with yourself. Well, that's changing. And it really is because you get into this receptive space. Give yourself a little bit of peace and give yourself some closure for past hurts, whatever may have happened this year that has been hanging on you, cutting some energy that may be hanging on you. And then with this Emperor as well, kind of letting go of the false sense of control and allowing yourself to trust the universe that you are taken care of, that the universe has your back, and that you are safe to move forward, and you don't have to live like on high alert, if that makes sense. You don't have to always talk about serious stuff with people who are around you, or talk about things that may bring up conflict. Talk about other things. Talk about things that bring you joy. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. A little self-work, a little self-care, closing out old energies that may be hanging on you, and then taking steps forward towards things that are bringing you joy and passion. And again, with this Queen of Pentacles, if you've been worried at all about money, I see that you will be feeling quite secure in September financially, having your needs met. And yeah, I feel like what the universe is really saying to give yourself some passion, however that resonates. That could be passion with things that you're interested in, hobbies, things like that, or it could be passion with someone you care about. It could be passion with yourself. Take that as it resonates, okay? But give yourself some passion. Allow it in. You deserve it. It's okay to feel joy, even if things may be in disarray in other parts of the world or in parts in your life, right? It's okay to feel joy. It's healing. With this Five of Cups again, no more focusing on what has been spilt, but instead come to a place of gratitude for the things that you have that are beautiful in your life. Because there are things that are beautiful in your life, and the more you recognize those things, the more you acknowledge them, the more beauty comes in, right? I'm going to get some oracle cards for you. All right, group 3. Oracle cards for group 3. All right. Priorities. I'm going to get 2. And peacefulness. Yes. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Wow. So make love a priority in all your relationships. If there's some toxic relationships that aren't serving you, maybe a good idea to cut them out. Start taking steps to self-empowerment there. But otherwise, making love a priority rather than being right, rather than arguing about things that really don't matter in the big picture, between you and your loved ones, your friends, your family, your lovers. Finding things to come in alignment with between you that you both are excited about, or both are happy to talk about, what brings you joy. Again, that laughter, that enjoying life together, the simple things here. These people here are just like sharing a drink. They're not talking about everything that's super heavy. And of course there's a time and a place to talk about heavy things, but I feel like for you in September, it's time to, give yourself peace of mind. Give yourself relationships. Allow yourself to foster relationships based on love and harmony, and no longer these. I feel like there's a lot of like little conflicts and stuff going on. All right. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Yep, peacefulness coming in for you with that Six of Swords. If you've been feeling wacky or having that heavy heart, peacefulness is coming in for you in September. Oops. All right, what else? Woof, that popped out. Protection. Wow. So this is for some of you. I picked up a little bit of like a toxic energy that you may have hanging around you that you may need to cut out. And this black tourmaline card is just saying, yes, have those boundaries and give yourself that protection. If you need to cut someone out, do it. Take that, leap of faith, get that courage together. Sometimes it's hard. But protect yourself from those negative energies. You don't have to cut people out forever. If it's just, if it's somebody that's just kind of bringing negativity into your life, just take a break from them. Give yourself a chance to vibe back up, find some happiness and peace. Expanded awareness, beautiful. So that card goes right along with this High Priestess, and the colors are matching too. That's beautiful. So yes, taking some time to get receptive, find calm, even a little bit of meditation, self-care, and some expanded awareness coming in for you in September. All right, I'm going to get an animal card for you. The elephant. Cool. So I'm going to read out of the book for this. Let's see. Oh. All right, elephant. Unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh, the elephant represents immense wisdom, expanded awareness, as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. When in balance, one-pointed focus, generous and loving. When out of balance, misunderstands fate, and to bring back into balance, trust. Putting that trust into the universe. And did you hear what that said about the obstacles? Sometimes obstacles are put into our lives. And the point of that is just sometimes it's for learning. But what this is saying is that it's kind of helping to push you and guide you onto your path, allowing things to work for you, open up for you. And with this Six of Swords, this really is an energy of being guided. It's like, the traditional picture is being on that boat. The boat is moving towards calmer seas, and there's a passenger, and then there's a guide. So it's like trusting the universe as your guide, trusting your higher self as your guide to maneuver through obstacles without feeling like the sky is falling. Deal with each obstacle as it comes. Recognize that that is not the end-all be-all, that there is more to life. There are ups and downs, and just putting that trust out there, letting go of control, and you will be able to weave through obstacles and come into alignment with your path. As this is saying, obstacles are part of your path, actually. So experience them as opportunities for learning and growth. Okay. Let's get an Art of Manifestation card. All right. Learn to say no. That goes with this protection card here. Some of you need to really strengthen your boundaries. Give yourself permission to say no to people. If there's a negative energy, don't let it in. You don't have to. You have the power to protect yourself. Saying no is an act of love. When we say a healthy no to an abusive situation, whether this is in response to another person or to ourselves, We are setting limits and establishing healthy boundaries. A healthy no is saying yes to life. So give yourself permission to say no. I just said that. All right. Give yourself permission to say no. It's okay to have boundaries. In fact, as this card says, and as I say all the time, boundaries are actually an act of love. Yeah, so let me get one more of these. Just see if there's any more positive. Oh, that's too many. Just want a positive note here. New love. Okay, so this is a message for a few of you. The energy of new love is around you. Sometimes if we have been hurt within relationship, this Three of Swords, we retreat, afraid of being hurt again. This card brings a clear message and is an indication of your readiness to embrace love and begin a new relationship. It is safe to reach out. For some of you, that may be what you're manifesting this month. You know, letting go of this old Three of Swords, this broken heart energy, this Five of Cups, letting that fall to the wayside, allowing yourself to heal from that, and allowing yourself to trust a new connection. Let somebody new in. So beautiful, beautiful message for some of you. I love that. All right, so that is what I'm getting for you, Group 3. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful September, and so much love to you.